Amina was just about to collect a gallon of palm oil from her regular seller, Tara, when a woman's scream pierced through the crowd, sharp, desperate, trembling. "No, don't collect it. That's not palm oil, that's blood." The entire Ndemi market froze. Amina's hand shook, her heart pounding. She turned slowly toward Tara, the always smiling, always polite seller everyone trusted, who now stood pale, frozen, and speechless. "Blood," Amina whispered. "What's she talking about?" But Tara couldn't say a word. Her face was white, her hands trembling violently. And in that moment, Amina's world tilted. Everyone realized that what they'd been buying all this while was never just palm oil. Before that day, long before the chaos, Tara was the kind of woman everyone trusted. She was neat, soft-spoken, respectful, and full of joy. Her stall at Ndemi Central Market was always clean, her bottles of palm oil lined neatly on a wooden rack, shining like red gold under the morning sun. The air around her corner smelled of fresh oil mixed with roasted plantains and the chatter of market women. Her business boomed. Women came from far and near, even from neighboring villages like Ozubia and Lekura, to buy from her. Some didn't even bargain. "Tara, please measure my usual," they'd say. "I don't want to buy from anyone else." And she'd smile sweetly. "God bless your kitchen, my sister. Your pot will be sweet today." She became a household name, people even called her Mama Red Gold. Her oil had a glow that never faded, and no one could compete. Tara was godly too. Every first Monday, she led market prayers. It's God who gives blessings. When your hands are clean, your business will prosper. Everyone believed her. She was respected, loved, trusted, the last person anyone would suspect of evil. But beneath that warmth lay a secret no one imagined. The day everything changed. That morning started like any other. The sun rose golden over Ndemi, lighting the air with the smell of frying fish and plantains. Tara hummed a gospel tune as she loaded her red gallons for delivery. Her driver, Dale, an energetic young man, helped her lift them onto the van. "Dale," she said cheerfully, "let's deliver early today. I don't want any customer to complain." "No problem, Madam Tara," he replied with a grin. By 10 a.m., they were on their rounds until they reached Amina's compound. Amina, a cheerful caterer, smiled as Tara's van arrived. "Oh, my seller. You came early today." "You know me," Tara laughed. "I like my customers to cook fresh. Whenever I use your red oil, my food tastes sweeter," Amina said. They both chuckled. But before Amina could collect her gallon, a voice screamed. "Don't take that. That's blood." Everyone turned. Standing nearby was Mama Kolechi, an elderly trader. Breathless, trembling, she pointed straight at Tara. "I saw her this morning behind her stall," she cried. She pricked her hand and let blood drip into that gallon. "I swear on my children, I saw it." The crowd went silent. Dale froze. Tara stammered, "It's not what you think." But before she could finish, a man opened the gallon. The smell that escaped wasn't the warm scent of palm oil, it was metallic, sharp, wrong. Gasps filled the air. "This isn't palm oil. Jesus. We've been buying this for months." Amina staggered back, sickened. "Tara, tell me it's a lie." But Tara fell to her knees, sobbing. "Please, I didn't mean to harm anyone." No one listened. The crowd shouted. They grabbed her, dragged her to the market square, Demandias. At the Ndemi Market Square, hundreds gathered. Tara, dusty and trembling, knelt at the center. "Confess now," someone shouted. "You fed us blood." Tara cried out. "It wasn't deliberate. A preacher told me to do it." The crowd froze. A preacher? Which preacher would say that? She sobbed. "He told me that my blessing is in my blood, that whatever I mix with it will multiply. I thought it was from God." Mama swept through the crowd. Some shouted she was lying. Others wanted to hear the full story. Tara began her tale. The preacher's words. Months earlier, Tara's business had been dying. She barely sold a bottle. She prayed, fasted, even gave free samples, but nothing worked. One day, after crying behind her store, an old preacher approached, a frail man with grey beard and a walking stick. His name was Elder Obafemi. "My daughter," he said gently, "don't give up." "Why do you weep?" "Papa," she replied, "my oil doesn't sell. People say it's not as red or sweet as others. I've prayed and fasted, but nothing works." He nodded thoughtfully, then said words that changed everything. "Your blessing is in your blood. Whatever you mix with your blood will multiply, for life is in the blood." He smiled kindly and walked away. Those words echoed in Tara's mind all night. "If my blessing is in my blood," she whispered, "then I give my oil a little of my blessing." She pricked her finger, let a few drops fall into the oil, and prayed. The next day, miracle, she sold everything. People praised the color, the taste, the glow. It worked, she thought. My blessing multiplies in my blood. From that day, she repeated the ritual, adding blood to every batch. Her oil glowed brighter, thicker, redder. Customers loved it. Her name spread like wildfire. But over time, her mixture fermented. The strange smell grew, and one morning, Mama Kelechi saw her doing it. That was her the truth. When the crowd dragged Tara to Elder Obafemi's house at the edge of Nemi, the old man sat outside reading his one Bible. He looked up in shock as the mob arrived. "What's this?" he asked. Amina stepped forward, trembling. "Papa, this woman says you told her to mix her blood into her oil so her business would multiply." "God forbid," the preacher gasped. "When did I ever say that?" Tara cried out. "You said, your blessing is in your blood. Whatever you mix with it will multiply." The old man sighed deeply. "Oh, my child, you misunderstood me completely. I didn't mean your body's blood. I meant your effort, your sacrifice, your life's work. Blood in scripture means life, not literal blood." The crowd gasped. Women covered their mouths. Some were angry, others ashamed. "So she misunderstood," one woman whispered. "Misunderstanding or not," another replied, "she made us eat blood." Elder Obafemi raised his hand. "Please, my people. She sinned in ignorance. Let wisdom, not anger, guide you." But the people insisted she face judgment before the chief. At the palace, Chief Obiano, a tall man known for fairness, sat on his carved throne. The air was heavy with silence. Tara knelt before him. Beside her stood Elder Obafemi and the market elders. "Tara," said the chief sternly, "you have committed a grave abomination. You have fed the people lifeblood. Even if you meant no harm, ignorance is no excuse." Tara fell to her face. "Please, my king, forgive me. I was desperate. I thought I was obeying God." The chief studied her quietly, then spoke again. "You will not be imprisoned, because you confessed and showed remorse. But no wrong should go without consequence. From today, you are banned from selling palm oil for 5 years. Let wisdom and discernment be your teachers." Gasps filled the hall. Some thought it too harsh, others too kind. But everyone agreed it was justice. Then the chief turned to Elder Obafemi. "And you, preacher, you too are at fault. Your words lacked clarity. A teacher must speak plainly, lest the simple perish in misunderstanding." "Yes, my king," the preacher said humbly. "I have learned my lesson. A trusted voice carries both blessing and danger. Speak carefully." He looked again at Tara. "You were not evil, only desperate. But desperation without understanding is destruction. Let this punishment guide you back to Whis." "Thank you, my king. I accept your judgment." As she was led away, the chief declared, "Let this be a warning. Words are powerful. A careless message can turn blessings into curses. Seek understanding before you act." Years passed. Tara vanished from Nemi market. Her old store was taken by another seller. She moved to Ebenu village, where she farmed cassava and maize. Her hands grew rough, her heart quiet. She never touched palm oil again. Even the sight of red made her chest tighten. But in solitude, she found peace and understanding. She realized her true sin wasn't adding blood to oil, it was acting without understanding. She learned to pause, to pray, to ask before acting. Moral lesson. This story teaches that ignorance mixed with desperation can be more dangerous than evil itself. We must be careful what we buy and what we believe. Not every message is meant to be taken literally. Some words are wisdom, others are warnings. Even good advice can destroy you if you misunderstand it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next story.